Hello, SCD personnel. Today we are going to be talking about how to do a Class D transfer and how to do a basic experiment. Now, we just got out of a a huge riot and a three-way breach, so we are probably not gonna be able to get SD on very fast. However, we will be able to we will be able to do the test still. So today we're going to be testing on 2949. If you've never heard of it before, you'll be in for a fun ride. It'll be an interesting one. We're here to study how long it takes for the effects of 2949 to register onto the Class D personnel. So I'm just going to do my usual, requesting one CD and one SD to DT123. Instead of saying letters, I would do capital I's. Since you guys are most likely basic researchers, you can only do one CD and one SD for your guys' experiments. However, when you become different ranks, you can get more opportunities, and I will leave the SCD guidelines in the description below. Now, before you do a experiment, you have to go onto the link in the description below where the Google form is. The Google form link will take you to, obviously, a Google form, and you'll have to fill that out for the, you'll have to fill that out for everything during the experiment. Okay, so you tell the security department to brief the Class D, and then we should be able to get rolling. So the security department should have already been trained on how to brief the Class D. So you won't have to worry about them briefing it. So while he's doing that, I'll go ahead and talk about the Google form. So the Google form is basically to log your experiments. You need to do it every single time you experiment, and you also need to log them in the Discord. So, in order to log them into the Discord, you go to, I believe it's called, let me take a quick look, test reports, and underneath test reports, you just go to test reports, and then you put in your test report. Okay, so, that's that, and you just need to log what SCP and whether it was Euclid, Safe, or Keter. I don't think that you guys can do any Keters yet. But you guys can only test in Sector 2, Euclid, and Keters. That's all that you can do. I'm pretty sure there's another one that you guys can't test, or maybe two more that you guys can't test, but make sure to read the guidelines that I'm putting in the description before you test anything. Read the guidelines. It's crucial that you do that, because if you break them, then you could be demoted, or you could be put out of the SCD. Alright, now SFL just means single file line. The Class D is just going to follow you. Now this should be a pretty simple experiment. We're just timing the time it takes for the effects of 2949 to take place. This looks like an experienced Class D personnel. So he might know what this does. So I'm going to brief him on the experiment. Okay, so after you've briefed your Class D on your experiment, you're going to ask them if they understand. So just say understood, question mark. But every time you do a okay, so now he's going to head into the room, and I'm going to close the door behind him. So every time that you do this, you always need to have a plan, and if ethics committee, the green guys, come, then you need to tell them what your plan is, like what you're doing and why you're doing it. So I'm going to ask him if he's ready. Okay, alright. 1, 9. Okay, 9 seconds. Let me just record that really quick on my, Okay, so I just submitted the Google form. Now, the bad thing is, you're going to have to terminate the Class D personnel sometimes if they have, like, obviously if they become a cat. Wait. But, yeah, the test was a success. I found out the time that it took for the Class D personnel to well, let's just say change into a cat. Alright. Now you're always going to want to dismiss the SD or the MTF, most likely with you guys SD, because I believe that they won't go until you dismiss them, but it's just more professional to do so. So now I'm going to go into the Discord and log that I did a test on 2949. So I'm going to go into test reports, and I'm going to say tested on SCP-2949, and then I'm going to put Euclid behind it in brackets, because that's how they want us to put it. And that's how you log your test reports and use the Class D transfer cells. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions at all, please ask, and please, if I cannot answer your question, refer to the guidelines or refer to the O5 administrator or the site director. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have success in your experiments. Thank you.